Hello everyone, and welcome to A Method to the Magnus. I'm your host, Magnus Krepinson of Anstiora, and today I'm going to be going over something I feel that a lot of people miss out on. It's some basic fundamentals of the wrap. I'm not going to go over some blocks with the wrap. I'm not going to go over a more advanced wrap called the backplate. I'm going to go over a standard wrap and what I think a lot of people miss out on it. So the first thing, I'm going to pretend like the camera's my opponent. The first thing I notice is people line up square against their opponent. They stand directly in front of their opponent, which makes it really hard for the arm, either lefty or righty, to get into that right space to get around and wrap to land a shot. So the first thing I notice, or I tell people to do, is when you're standing, you don't want to stand square against them. You want to focus on their shoulder. So if I'm looking at you, this is the position I'm going to take when I'm trying to land my wrap. I'm not going to have my center of my chest on your chest. I'm going to have the center of my chest tagged onto your shoulder. So if you move left, I'm tracking you left. If you move right, I'm tracking you right. The center of my chest is always laser pointed on your shoulder. The second thing is people want to bring the blade too far in to try to turn over. What I mean by that is they come in over here. They're, if you've heard the old metaphor of serve the plate and then drop it on them, they're dropping the plate way out here, trying to roll it on them. Something I like to do is I keep my arm out wide, keep my hand up high, and I'm turning my blade over out this far. So it's literally wrapping around, hitting my opponent. So the way you're going to start with that is you're going to start with your standard shot, like you're throwing a snap. And about somewhere you can play around with it. All you're going to do is rev this like you're trying to rev a motorcycle as hard as you can. That's going to turn that blade over. I'm going to give a first-person perspective on the pedal. So again, center of my chest is not facing the center of their chest. I'm facing their shoulder. Secondly, I'm not trying to turn the blade over way out here to land. I'm turning the blade over about right here to get that land. And you can play around where you start to turn the blade over, but you got to commit. Go pull it on it and rev this as hard as you can to get that hip, that leg, or that head wrap. Shown with a standard SCA Heavy sword. Same thing, I'm going to come in with my standard shot and then rev it as hard as I can outside of the frame of my shoulder. I'm not coming in and trying to rev out here, around, to the leg, to the head. All right, well, thank you everyone for joining me to A Method to the Magnus. And any questions, anything, please comment down below. Thank you everyone.